my channel. I'm Maria, aka Agape Love Girl. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm super excited because I have to share with you the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Holidays collection. The package is so large it takes up the whole entire screen, and I'm so excited to share with you what is in this package. Now this won't be a review video because I literally just got this package last night and I'm not wearing any of the products on my face today. Actually, I'm wearing one of the products on my face today, but I already had the idea for this look and the palette I was using for this look, which actually happens to be an Urban Decay product, the Naked Heat palette. So that was already planned ahead of time for me to film, so I didn't use these. So this is really just going to be a very first look at the items. I am going to include close-ups of them, more information about them, and some swatches just so you guys can see what they look like, what they are, and I'll give you kind of my first impressions, thought, and review, but I just really quickly wanted to get this up so you guys can see what these look like and my initial thoughts on them. But I will definitely be doing an update using these products, if not a full review, at least some looks and stuff including these items. But I'm just so excited because some of these products I already know I'm gonna love. I just have a feeling based on my thoughts on the products from last year's holiday collection and products that they are just bringing in some new colors of that are already my favorite kind of products. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So in here there are essentially 3 different things. Several of the heavy metal glitter liners, which, like I said, I am wearing one of the things on my eyes today, and it is the gold glitter liner in the shade Midnight Cowboy. Now the Urban Decay glitter liners are my absolute favorite. I did mention in one of my videos that I did happen to find a dupe of one of my favorite shades, Distortion, and it is from BH Cosmetics. It is a $6 glitter as opposed to these, which are $20. However, I will say, and I mentioned in that video, that I do believe that the Urban Decay glitter liner is definitely worth it. It is a lot more money, being $20, but what I found is that the BH Cosmetic one, something must be in the adhesive, but it kind of broke up the eyeshadow underneath the glitter where I applied it, and so my eyeshadow look ended up looking a little bit broken up and just not very well after a few hours. So that was kind of a bummer, but I've never ever had that issue when I use the Urban Decay glitter liners. It doesn't affect any of the shadow underneath and it lasts all day. So I love them and I highly recommend them. Now what I'm super excited about, they recently added 6 new shades to the glitter liner line, and I'm so excited because they look stunning. So the first new shade is called Pyro. The second new shade is called Grind. The third new shade is called Catcall. The fourth new shade is Sticks and Bones, which looks so fun and so cool. The fifth new shade is Punk Rock, and oh my gosh, I'm in love. This is totally a multi-dimensional shade. It is so cool. I'm definitely gonna get some use out of this one. And then the 6th new shade is called Gamma Ray. Now I am going to go ahead and slow down on that, show you some swatches of these up close. I will show you all the new shades up close, and for those who are not familiar with the older shades of the glitter liners, I'll include some swatches of those as well. Now I also wanted to mention, I didn't notice this till later looking back, but one of the glitters I put as unknown because it's labeled as AC/DC, but the actual AC/DC shade, glitter shade, is a purple shade, and this one is kind of a rose gold or champagne color that is not like any other color that's available from Urban Decay, so I'm not quite sure about this one. Now the next thing in the holiday collection is something I'm very excited about because I loved this from the collection last year, and this is a lipstick palette. This is their Vice Metal Meets Matte lipstick palette, and it's so beautiful. So let me just really quickly, before I show you this up close, show you these are the ones from last year. So they had the Blackmail lipstick palette and the Lipstick Junkie palette, and so that's what those look like, and then here's what this one looks like this year. And I already did take a peek at this, and I can tell you one thing that has really improved that was kind of a complaint of mine last year, and I'll tell you that in just a minute, but let me show you what this looks like. So this is the palette for this year, and I think it's so cute that they did this purple metallic color. And so when you open it up, you do get this large mirror in here. You do get a cover for your lipsticks. You do get a brush. This is a brush that is retractable, so it can be protected, which is really, really nice. It does come very stiff, so you make sure before you dip it into the product, you're going to want to just mess with it a little bit just to break the stiffness, you know, break that seal of stiffness. I don't know how to explain that, but that makes sense. Then you have your colors here, and they are in a kind of a deeper well, like a stair-step well, which is nice. So when you dig in for some color with your brush, you can wipe off the excess on the little stairwells, and I think that is just wonderful and a really well thought out design. So the brush and everything is included right there and is protected with this little protector here. I love it. Now here is where there has been an improvement of something that I mentioned last year that I didn't like, because last year's collection, these were probably like my win, my favorite thing from the collection. I thought it's a really great deal. They're only $35 and you're getting 12 lipsticks and you're getting the brush. It's perfectly compact, travel friendly and all that kind of stuff. But one thing I noticed last year is that I didn't like is that when I went to go pick it up, there's no like kind of lock. It kind of like locks into place, but it's not secure in the way that you can't just pick it up without it just opening up like that. And that drove me nuts. That was the one thing that I had a complaint about this item. But other than that, I was like, I think I remember saying that's the one thing I would say, go get this. You don't want to miss out on this. It's an amazing product and a good buy for $35. And I checked that this year, and I'm so excited to note that they have improved the design on this. So you go to pick it up and it's not coming undone. So it really locks into place. I mean, it's not like super locks into place. It's very easy to open, if that makes sense. But as far as being able to pick it up, you know, from where you're picking up, if you do it like this, I mean, you could most likely pick it up like this, but that was just one thing I noticed and I was like, that's interesting. So that was an improvement. So I'm so excited about this, and I'm really, really rambling long about this product, but I was just very, very excited about it. The colors are absolutely gorgeous, and I will show them to you up close and do some swatches for you as well. So the Vice Metal Meets Matte Lipstick Palette is $35, as I mentioned, and this includes 12 shades from Urban Decay's huge lipstick collection, and 6 of them are new. This is a limited edition palette, and it has 6 metallized shades and 6 matte shades, and the shades are organized by finish and color family. So the metallized shades are all up top, and the coordinating matte shades are right underneath. And I gotta say, I just love how they did this. I'm loving all the color shades in this palette, and I just love how there is a metallized version as well as a matte version of each shade. So the shades featured are Banger, which is metallized, and that's a deep ox blood, and then right below it is the matte version, which is CBS. It is described as a dark berry. Then there is Amulet, a metallic brick rose, and underneath that is Tame, a medium nude pink. Then there's Fast Talk, a mauve nude pink, again metallized, and then Back Talk, which is a mauve nude pink. Then there is Big Bang, which is a bright pink sparkly color, and under that is Double Team, a pale pink with blue undertones. And then there is Mad, a bright purple shimmer, and Shallow, a lavender matte shade, and lastly we have Spark, which is a bright red with tonal shimmer, and then 714, a bright matte red. And then the last thing in the holiday collection is the Heavy Metals Metallic Eyeshadow Palette, and it is very, very hefty. I mean, it's heavy. And this is very, very interesting. I'm going to say right off the bat, not everybody's going to like this palette and this design, because Urban Decay, they have and it's not something that I like love or hate. I'm kind of just neutral about it. It doesn't bother me. I think if you're a collector, this isn't going to bother you. I think if you're a collector especially, you're probably going to love this. But if you're someone who wants, you know, functionality and does not necessarily care about, you care more about functionality than like design and packaging and cutie stuff like that, then you might have a problem with this. But let me just show you. So this is the palette, and I think it's super cute. Again, it has that purple metallic design. It's really pretty. It's got this ribbing. Urban Decay just does like a thing with their packaging. They're just always edgy and all that kind of stuff. They don't always go, I mean, they do go for functional, but they go more for like edgy and design, things that are going to be eye-catching in a very unique way. So this is just, to me, just is so Urban Decay, but again, not everybody's going to like it. Anyways, so it's pretty thick. It kind of lets loose here. You push in right here, and then the palette comes out like this. So you have some of your warmer shades here, and then you're going to have a mirror right in the middle, and then the other side has the cooler shades. So this actually is the most heavy part of it. So here's what this looks like. That's the width of this, and you have the mirror here in the center. So here's again where people are probably not going to love it. I don't think it's that bad. Like if I wanted to hold it up like this, I can, and I don't think I would, because I like using a very small mirror and getting really close to my face, but not everybody's gonna like that, so I'm just putting that out there. The design is unlike any that I've really seen before. It's not your typical palette, but it is like a holiday, this is a holiday collection palette. It is beautiful, and so it's unique. So I like that aspect about it. I think it's very interesting. I did swatch some of these shadows last night, and I could already tell you right now, like, the formula feels amazing. I cannot speak for how they apply on the eyes or anything like that, because like I said, I have not tried that yet, but just touching them, they feel just buttery, smooth, and beautiful. Oh my goodness. And the colors are, oh gosh, look at those. They're so pretty. They're very, very buttery, very beautiful. Let me just swatch really quickly. I will show swatches of all of them as well. Oh my gosh, you seeing that? Anyways, I was saying, I interrupted myself. I will be showing swatches of all of them up close so you guys can see, but I just want to swatch those really quick. And oh my gosh, I'm just so impressed. Just first impressions, I'm very, very impressed with this palette. I love the variety of colors. There's pretty much every color in the rainbow here, along with some browns and golds and silver and kind of like a silvery black. I do see that there are a couple that look very similar, like there's two golds right here. So once I swatch those, we'll see what the real difference is. There are two brownie shades right here, two very similar, not very, very similar, but similar purples. So there are a couple colors that look very, very similar, but they are different in a way as well. So that's just my first impressions, first thoughts, just glancing at this. I'm sure I'll have more thoughts once I actually get to play with these and try them and see what I think. Check all the colors, swatch them all, but I'm just kind of mentioning things that might be a hit or miss for some of you, might be a problem for some of you, but at the same time, I think it's kind of smart of Urban Decay, because even though this is supposed to be like a holiday palette where we're doing holiday looks that are fun and exciting, this isn't something that's so over the top. Like, you do have those bold blues. There's a couple bold blues, purples, a turquoisey color, gold, green, reds, champagne colors, but they also thought of those who don't always go for the really loud, exciting colors. You know, they have some golds and several browns, which, like I said, could be a good thing, could be a bad thing for you. You might not like that there's so many browns in this palette, but someone who wants to wear something that's still glamorous and still metallic but not so loud, you would love this. I feel like it's going to be probably pretty versatile in my opinion, but then again, that is just my first impressions, first thoughts looking at this. I do think it's a beautiful palette, but again, not everybody will think so. And this palette is a $55 palette, which seems right, you know, about right for Urban Decay and what they charge for their palettes. You are getting 20 shadows, 20 colors here, and so it's really going to be a personal preference whether you want to get this or not. If you're a collector, you're probably going to want to get this. If you are someone who already has a lot of makeup, but you're not a collector, so you don't care to have every single thing that Urban Decay puts out, you might want to pass on this. If you're new to makeup but looking to be a little bit more adventurous, you are probably going to love this. Now again, the other thing about this is that these are all metallic or metallized eyeshadows. There are no mattes in this palette, and that was done on purpose, clearly, and I think it's you know, something that not everybody will love. I think that, you know, there's always going to be someone who's going to complain like, why are there no mattes in this? But this is meant to be like a metallic palette. It's something that's probably meant to pair with any other of Urban Decay's products or any other eyeshadows that you already, you know, use on the daily. We all have our favorite, you know, matte transition shades and our matte brow highlight shades and those kind of things that we, you know, we all have the mattes and stuff like that, but this is for the fun, for the bold. And so I think if you are going to get this and you don't have many other eyeshadows or eyeshadow palettes, then a perfect thing to pair with this would be either the Naked Basics, any of the Naked Basics, the Naked Basics 1, 2, or the Naked Ultimate Basics, which are all matte palettes. I personally absolutely love the Naked Basics. The first one they put out, it's more warmer toned. The second one is cooler toned, and they only have, what, 5 or 6 eyeshadows in there, but they're all matte, and they're, you know, those, and it's, I want to say $28, I could be wrong, but more on the lower price. So if you wanted to treat yourself for the holidays, you know, and pick up this palette, be sure to grab that, one of those palettes as well to pair with it. Or if you're gifting this to someone, guys, if there's any guys watching my video or any women who want to send this video to your guys and give them a little hint, get this palette, and also purchase with it one of the Naked Basic palettes to go with it, because that would be such a cute, such a sweet gift for someone, your wife, your mom, your daughter, girlfriend, your best friend, for yourself, anything like that. I think, you know, this will be a really, really pretty gift. And not to mention, it just looks really, really pretty in this thing. So yeah, first impressions are, I like it. I'm actually really, really happy with everything in the holiday collection. I think it's absolutely beautiful. From what I can tell, just touching the shadows, they feel amazing, and I'm so excited to use them and put them on my eyes. I'm even more excited about the expansion of the glitter liners because I love them. I use them a lot. I love glitter. Most of you guys know that, but these glitter liners are the best. And I'm also very, very excited about the lipstick palette. I'm excited about the improvement to it with the lid, not just falling open when you pick it up, and the fact that it has some metallics in there as well as matte, so it's pretty versatile. So I'm just excited about all of it. I want to thank Urban Decay so much for sending me this package and these items for my consideration and for my review. I really appreciate it. I'm so thankful for all the items I get, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a comment letting me know what you thought of this collection, if you're going to be picking anything up, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, something for me to keep in mind for when I do a more extensive review or do a look using any of these products. And be sure to check the description box because I will have links and prices and things like that, and more information about these products in my description box for your convenience and all that stuff. So if you like this video, if you found it helpful, be sure to share it with your friends as well, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not, so you don't miss out on any of my videos in the future. And with all that being said, thank you again so much for watching, and until next time, much love and hugs to you. Bye, beauty babes.